Well, joining me in studio to unpack on this is Caroline Young. She's a Senior Legal Advisor Regulator at the National Credit Regulator, that's the NCR. Caroline, thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you, Audrey.
Now, are we being taken for a ride, or is there really a bargain out there on this Black Friday?
Well, there are obviously good deals out there. For us, it's just a case of we need to be careful on what deals are going to cause long-term credit disadvantage and what deals are really going to benefit consumers. And if consumers are going to actually overextend themselves by taking out too much credit to get these good deals.
And I understand there's the terms and conditions, the small print on all the discount that's being offered by retailers. Apparently some of it is just within the period of the sale. How does it all work? And if someone feels like they have been ripped off, what do you do? Where do you go to? Do you have a legal recourse that you can follow?
Yeah, so what Black Friday is essentially, and it's come from overseas, is that there's a certain day where you'll get massive discounts on products. Now, if a consumer feels that they have been taken advantage of, they are welcome, or that their credit that they've taken out is not in terms of the National Credit Act, they are welcome to contact the complaints department of the National Credit Regulator.
And in case there has been false advertising, I don't know if your organization is a part of that, because I will tell you this, I went through the website the whole of yesterday, all sorts of websites, trying to find bargains. The whole morning I've been at different malls, and I will tell you, I didn't find much of a bargain, and I feel a bit, taken for a ride.
Yeah.
What happens in such a scenario?
Well, I think the credit providers, or rather the retailers, are saying go out and get this amazing deal, but a lot of the time the consumers don't even know what the original price was. So I would warn any consumer to not buy an item that they didn't know the price of beforehand, to make sure they are getting that bargain, so that you aren't getting the raw end of the deal. So I would agree with you there, yes.
So this whole concept of Black Friday, obviously it doesn't originate from South Africa. It's come from, I think, from the States. That's where we've originally heard from it. And then the United Kingdom. Essentially, how is it supposed to work?
Well, it's supposed to be an opportunity where retailers can get rid of stock, or can sell their products and just up their prices, up their sales for the coming festive season. It's new to South Africa, so we don't know how it works in the other countries.
What advice would you give to shoppers, obviously, besides having known the original price of an item that you actually want to purchase, so you know if you're actually getting a bargain or not? But what advice would you tell consumers, particularly those that are buying on credit?
Yes, I would say to them, December and January are long months, and we're not even in December, so be careful what you buy. Don't go on an all-out shopping spree just for a bargain that might not even be a bargain. Just because it's a savings doesn't mean you have to buy it. So be careful of the credit you're going to take out. Consider the mandatory expenses that you're going to have in January, such as school fees and school uniforms and those things that you're going to get. Obviously, you're going to want to buy Christmas presents and all that sort of thing. If you're going to make use of Black Friday, go with the shopping list. Don't just buy on a whim and think, because when that happens, we just spend whatever we want. Create a budget for each person you want to buy. I mean, after all, it is the festive season, and we want to spoil ourselves and our loved ones. But
people have been working hard.
Yeah, exactly. But just be wise about it. And if you've saved up, then Black Friday is perhaps a good way to save money. But don't enter into unnecessary credit that you're going to regret for the rest of the year when you're paying it off. Or, if you pick up an item and you can imagine yourself paying that item off for the next 6 months, when that money gets off your bank account, are you still going to be happy with that item?
Right. But is it well within a customer's right to then want to take back something that they have bought and they realize perhaps, I could have taken more than I can chew here. I simply cannot afford it. Can one do that?
There are cooling off periods, which is canvassed by the Consumer Protection Act, which gives a certain amount of time where a consumer can take an item back. just remember though, if you feel like you have gone too far in terms of your credit though, you can always communicate with your credit provider and explain to them, or to the retailer and explain to them that, you know, you have taken out too much. And if that doesn't work and it's just really too much for you, there's always debt counseling as an option. But firstly, go to the credit provider that has extended you the credit, and
Right.
make sure that they know what kind of financial position you're in.
All right, Caroline, thank you so much for
Thank you
your
very much.
invaluable advice. I'm sure our viewers certainly appreciate it.